I am Lauren, MsLauren, if you follow me on Facebook. I have a company. I also have 3 boys, and I'm a homeschooler, so I'm kind of crazy just a little bit. So if I get to talking too fast, say, Lauren, you're not at home. You're not trying to teach us anything, okay? I heard from a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys are new, and then I see a few familiar faces from the last time, so welcome. A lot of you guys have new businesses, and so I'm sitting there and I'm like, girl, you're right on track, all right? You know, because sometimes the Lord puts you where you need to be. My company is Bloom Life Consulting. We are a life consulting firm. We specialize in personal success, helping you feel like $1 million from the inside out. So whenever you're facing that entrepreneurial burnout, which is the topic for today, I'm that person that you come to and say, hey, Lauren, look, help. All right, and then I get you excited, and then you send me messages like, I can't wait to hear you speak, and all those good things. But we have motivational speaking. I also have a broadcast that I do weekly, just for that little piece of inspiration. So if you can't get in touch with me, you can look at my videos, you can look at all of my broadcasts, you know, from the past, and just kind of help yourself out. I also do one-on-one life coaching, of course, specializing in personal success, to help you kind of plan your goals and make a blueprint, because the one thing that people miss is making that blueprint to get to your goal. You'll say, hey, I want to lose 10 pounds, or I want to be able to start my business, or I want my son to read, you know, but you kind of forget to lay out the plan on how to get you there. So that's what I do. I sit down, I look at what goals are the most important in your life that would be the most beneficial, and then we sit down and we map that out to help you succeed. The other thing that we do is motivational speaking. Like I said, we come to different businesses and we say, hey, you got this. All right, we make you smile. Thank you for that smile. That's what I was looking for. So let's just jump right into the avoiding entrepreneurial burnout. You have to remember your why. Why did you get started? What drives you? You know, like for me, it's my kids. I kind of got tired of flipping through the pages to say, hey, this is over in Asia. Hey, this is over in Europe or whatever. I want to be able to show them the world. I also want to be able to keep that spark going in their lives. My 9-year-old, he wakes up every day and says, hey, we're gonna have a great day. The boy could be on punishment. You guys, let me tell you, like I could have taken away the Xbox. I could have said, hey, go to bed early or whatever. But every day he wakes up and says, hey, we're gonna have a great day. All right, and so with that, I want to spread that to everyone. So when you're facing that entrepreneurial burnout of why did I get started, you kind of go right there and say, you know, this is what's gonna keep me going. Even with your new businesses or the businesses that have been in business for years, I feel like we all kind of face that sometimes. We all wake up and we say, you know, is this something that I really, really want to do? So if it's not your why, that's your motivation, understand that you started because this is your thing, okay? You can take control over everything that you're doing, and don't forget to add assets to your team. So when you need to take a break, that person can kind of delegate for you. I think we all miss that because we want to wear so many hats because we want it done right. Is that anybody else? Mm-hmm. Where you're like, you know what, I don't want anybody else on my team because they're not going to do it right. Okay, for instance, like the dishes, when you go home and your husband's like, I did the dishes, but he put all the pots where you can't even wash anything in the dishwasher or whatever. It's like, I got it. But you have to kind of delegate those roles so when you need to take a step back, you can and not have that worry. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So with that, like I said, be sure that you remember your why, okay? Why you got started, what is driving you and your end result. Don't forget that this is your thing. You take control over everything that you got going on, meaning if you're needing to add assets to your team, you can. If you need to cut off assets to your team, you can. That makes sense? Because you're kind of like, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a great theory, but if you don't have the cash flow to do that,
for instance, with my husband right now, he's watching the kids, so I can come be here. when I say assets, I mean that. You know, to kind of add people and family and friends to your team. Also, there are a lot of people here in Denver that I work with that help me with different things that I have going on. So when I say assets, that's kind of what I mean. Yeah, not necessarily tangible things, but the support for your support system. Because kind of, have you ever found yourself starting something, but you didn't have the support to help you? Meaning mentally, physically, or emotionally. That's what I mean. So by assets, you know, make sure that your support system, you know, has a strong foundation, basically. The other thing is rest, everyone. Rest. I took 2 days off. It felt so good. I rested, and not only go to sleep, but I relaxed. I entertained myself. I smiled, and I talked my theories over with other people that weren't associated with my business. Because having a different perspective can mean all the wow to you. So don't forget to gain a different perspective, because maybe the people that are on your team understand where you're going with it, but you can't get to the next level simply because you're maybe saying it wrong or you're missing a component. So I say that definitely take a different perspective from anybody that's not associated with your business, because a fresh pair of eyes can mean all the difference. So everyone smile today. I want you to go back. I want you to think about your business and why you got started, why you even decided to take the leap. And congratulations on all the new businesses, all the ones that are hanging in there, because y'all, the world is hard sometimes. Any questions? No? Oh, that means I did a great job. Thank y'all. I appreciate that.